precisely following the path it envisioned. Many have asked me what the Institute's vision is, to which my reply has been simple: to attain levels of excellence in teaching and research. The Institute believes that if these are attained, social responsibilities and contribution towards nation building will automatically follow. Now, how does one know that the strategies in place for attaining excellence are successful? Well, howsoever one may question the validity of international and more recently national ranking frameworks, I'm afraid these are the only reliable methods available to us to give any kind of relative position amongst international institutions and universities. As many of you would have read in recent media reports, IIT Indore this year became eligible to take part in international rankings. The most recognized amongst the various international rankings is the one carried out by the Times Higher Education Group. Although many have been surprised sufficiently enough for the news to make it as front page headlines in the national papers, it did not really surprise us here at IIT Indore that we have been ranked as the top IIT amongst all IITs, new and old, and have been placed second only to ISC Bangalore amongst all Indian universities and institutes. To make an international debut in the 350 to 400 bracket also caught the eye of many internationally. Why did it not surprise us here at IIT Indore? Well, recently, but a little before the international rankings were announced, the Institute presented its case to the Government of India to be considered for recognition as an institution of eminence. And while researching to prepare our case, my colleagues and I discovered quite pleasantly that IIT Indore has the fastest growth trajectory amongst all Indian educational institutions in the country. In fact, in terms of citations, the Institute has already broken in to the top 200 international rankings. Now that the government has announced the names of 3 institutions at the moment out of 10, and 2 of them are considerably behind IIT Indore in the international rankings, all of us here at IIT Indore are now looking forward to the formal announcement by the Government of India on IIT Indore being given the status of institution of eminence. This year, a total of 246 students graduate, 112 of them with a Bachelor of Technology, and 67 each at Master's and PhD levels. In line with placing a heavy emphasis on teaching by research, the Institute has hosted over 50 visiting professors from some of the most eminent laboratories from around the world in the last 1 year, and will continue to build on its internationalization project by engaging in collaborations with the best research groups from top international universities. In fact, as a result of its very productive engagement with several European universities, the Government of India has identified IIT Indore as the nodal India institution to coordinate all Indian collaborations with those in France. The Institute already leads in engaging with the well-known 9 technical institutes, the TU9s as they are better known, of Germany. I should also tell you that resulting from the tremendous support that we received from the Indian Embassy in Berlin in building what is now a powerful linkage with the TU9s, the Institute decided to take a very bold step and has been successful in kidnapping the architect of the Berlin initiative, the former ambassador of India to Germany, Mr. Gurjeet Singh. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased to announce to you that Mr. Singh is now a part of the IIT Indore family, serving in the School of Humanities and Social Sciences as honorary professor. We also have developed relationships with major institutions in and around Indore. The most prominent ones being, of course, with the RRCAT, the DAE laboratory, and the MCTE MAU. We have heavily engaged with MCTE in telecommunication, computer science, and other related avenues, and we are very happy to announce that collaboration is yielding very fruitful results. The graduates of IIT Indore have not only made their mark in the top research institutes worldwide, they are also playing an exemplary role in nation building, working for a sustainable and literate India. Ketan Chawde, the winner of President's Gold Medal for Academic Excellence in 2017, chose to teach school children in a small village of Vidarbha, Karanja Lead in Ketan, with a CGPA of 9.89, refused his pre-placement offer to teach in this village, which does not yet have a high school. Jonan Shah, Rota Agarwal, and Samir Sharma, 3 graduates of IIT Indore, have set up a social enterprise, Sohar Resource Management Private Limited, which has taken up the challenge of waste management in India. The city of Indore, in some small measure, should be grateful to these young alumni of IIT Indore for contributing in solid waste management and maintaining the status of Indore as the cleanest city of India for the 2nd year running. These are but 2 examples of how our young graduates have found a niche for themselves while serving society. So to all those graduating today, education can be likened to a ladder that enables us to touch the stars. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. During your stay at IIT Indore, you have slowly but steadily, rung by rung, built a ladder for yourself that will now enable you to touch the stars. So go out there and touch the stars. Before I end this report, ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to announce to you that the Honorable President of India, visitor to the Institute, has approved the recommendation of the Senate of IIT Indore to award the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa to an individual who has already touched many stars. In a presentation to be made shortly, Mr. Ajay Piramal, the first Chairman of Board of Governors and an important part of the legacy being created at IIT Indore, will receive the honorary doctorate of IIT Indore. Many congratulations to Mr. Piramal. With that, I end the report of the Chairman, Board of Governors, and the Director of IIT Indore. Thank you very much.
Award of the degrees will now commence, including Doctor of Science, honoris causa, degree to Mr. Ajay G. Piramal.
It's a pleasure for me to read the citation in honor of Mr. Ajay G. Piramal, recipient of Doctor of Science honoris causa, to be presented during the present 6th Convocation, to be held and being held today, November 19th, 2018. Mr. Ajay G. Piramal is one of India's leading industrialists and philanthropists. As chairman of the Piramal Group, he has led its transformation into a $10 billion global business conglomerate with diverse interests in pharmaceuticals, financial services, real estate, healthcare, and information services, and glass packaging. Piramal Group has offices in over 30 countries and a global brand presence in more than 100 markets. Mr. Piramal is an advocate of trusteeship and a torchbearer of responsible business ethos. His strong belief in the philosophy of doing well and doing good has created long-term value for the group's stakeholders and the community as a whole. Passionate about contributing and transforming the education landscape in India, Mr. Piramal also serves as President and Chairman of Anand National University and Chairman of the Pratham Education Foundation. Mr. Piramal holds key positions on the boards of several companies and prestigious institutions. He serves on the Harvard Business School's Board of Dean's Advisors, is co-chair of the UK-India CEO Forum, and non-executive director of Tata Sons Limited. He has also been the chair of the Board of Governors of IIT Indore, where he has played a critical role in the institution's growth. Deeply invested in unblocking India's socio-economic potential through the Piramal Foundation, Mr. Piramal is an ardent promoter of social entrepreneurship. Mr. Piramal actively steers the group's involvement in various social impact initiatives through the Piramal